Look at her.
Okay, all right. I love you all.
Welcome, everyone. Ronnie and Crystal want to thank all of you for making it out to share this very special day with them. If you are here today, know that you mean the world to both of them and have been amazing cheerleaders throughout their journeys, both separately as well as together. From the bottom of their hearts, they thank you for sharing today with them, for being their anchors, and they want you all to know that you hold very special places in their hearts. Just a quick reminder for everyone, please silence your cell phones during the ceremony. Feel free to capture as many photos and videos as you would like. We have placed a QR code throughout the venue for you to share them too. We hope that you enjoy the evening. Ronnie and Crystal, I am deeply honored and humbled that you would allow me the opportunity to officiate your special day. For more than a decade, I have prayed and petitioned to God that this day would come. And now, here we are. The moment that you shared the exciting news that you two were engaged, I could not contain my emotions, realizing I was in the midst of an answered prayer. Ronnie, I would like to share a story with you that you may not know about. October 31st, 2022, Crystal, Trinity, and myself had a goal to hand out candy to the kids in our neighborhood. We got all dressed up in our matching onesies, sat warm and cozy next to our makeshift driveway fire pit, played what we thought was some fun music. Yet not a single kid showed up. Although we were disappointed, we knew that there was still a good time to be had, just us big kids. That night, we got to learn so much about you and your character. We heard about what you do for work and what brings you joy. And I could see the light and love in my sister's eyes. And it gave me a peace. I know that I can speak for my wife and I when I say we were in awe of who you are. Words that I would never have thought come out of my mouth surfaced that night. Looking at Crystal, I told her that she would marry you, all before ever meeting you. When the time came for us to meet, it was everything we heard and felt, only tangible. Ronnie, you are simply incredible. There's no one else I would give my blessing to marry my sister. You are filled with so much wisdom, care, compassion, and love. I know these things will only grow stronger as you lead Crystal. We're so blessed to have you a part of the family and are looking forward to continue this journey together. We love you very much. Big sis. I am so proud.
It's okay, Jen.
Sorry. I am so proud of the woman you are standing here today. Not one step of it has been easy, but it's all been so worth it. You're the strongest woman I know. You have put tremendous work to get here. And although the work doesn't stop, you've gotten your reward now. This is your person without a shadow of a doubt. You deserve the world, and you have found the one to share it with. Thank you for allowing us to witness every moment of it. It has been a true honor and joy. All right. Didn't plan on that. That was not a part of the rehearsal. Ronnie and Crystal have decided to take this time to share how they each got here today and have written their own vows. Ronnie, we will begin with you.
Crystal, 9.5 years ago, when I met you, I never imagined I'd be standing with you here today. Our story is definitely unique, and it took its time getting us to this day, but I wouldn't change it for the world. One of my favorite things about us is that we started out as friends. We got to know and experience each other, not in a romantic light. We saw each other go through good and bad times, and we supported each other whenever we could. I remember years ago when you were dealing with a stressful and scary car accident and had to go a week without your car. I jumped at the chance to be your ride to and from work and tried to be there as much as possible for you through that tough week. And then years later, you dropping everything and driving up from the Bay to visit and be there for me after my dad passed away. Those are just two quick examples, but there were many more over the years, and I love how we always seem to have a supportive and caring feeling for each other as friends. Jumping ahead to the summer of 2022, and we both found ourselves in a similar position, both still grieving the recent loss of a loved one, you with your grandma, and me with my stepdad, and both dealing with the uncomfortable loss of, let's just say, a mutual friend. Finding ourselves in that situation, we did what we always had done for each other. Give our complete love and support to each other, no questions asked. We talked on the phone often, eventually daily, and assured each other that we could call one another to talk no matter the time. Our phones were never on silent. We told each other that we'd be in the car driving the 2.5-hour drive separating us in a heartbeat should the one ever need or ask. We truly prioritized each other, and looking back, it's no wonder that we both on our own came to the same conclusion, that we were each other's person. I love our story because it allowed us to really get to know each other first as friends. I know the wonderful person you are, and I'm thrilled that I get to be the one to love you and take care of your heart. I don't take being your person lightly, and having been around you to see you get hurt in the past, the absolute last thing I'm ever going to do is be the cause of that type of pain. I've always had your back 100% as your friend, and now I'm honored I can do it for the rest of our lives as your husband. The last thing I want to say is that you've always told me you feel like I've always seen you. Well, I'm normally not a very bold or confident person, but with that, I agree. I have always seen you, and I know your heart, and it's why I couldn't be more certain and ready to marry you and treat you with the care, love, and respect I know you deserve.
My God. Try following that.
your time.
Thanks.
Keep that same energy.
Ronnie, Ronald, Stephen Austin Jenkins, I love you from my core. I'm so excited, grateful, and overwhelmed that we are here, standing in front of each other, teaming up for the rest of our lives. People were not lying when they established the phrase, when you know, you know. When it hit me, my entire being was shooketh. For the first time ever in my life, when it came to a partnership, I immediately felt grounded with you. But the part of the phrase no one ever talks about is not only do you know, but apparently everyone else does too. Experiencing this man's reaction to both telling him that I wanted to pursue you, as well as our engagement, was so overwhelming in all of the good ways. My heart still, to this day, is overwhelmed at the outpour of love and support we've received, not only from Jay, but also from everyone here sharing this day with us. From the very beginning of us, I felt such a strong desire to protect your heart at all costs and give you the love you deserve, because my goodness, are you a patient and loving man with a huge heart that could literally last for centuries. I've met my match with you. I thought I was a giver, and I am. But what happens when two givers fall in love? A once-in-a-lifetime union blooms and flourishes. If communication really is key, as many people often say when it comes to a long, healthy, and beautiful marriage, then I have absolutely no doubts on our success and the memories to come. You're the first person in my life that I've been able to experience the kind of communication with that I've always yearned for. Our communication has been effortless and a breath of fresh air from day one. Not saying that our talks have always been easy, but for the first time in my life, I have felt seen with you, truly, to my core, seen and heard. You've made room for me and provided a safe space to have all of the necessary conversations, including the tough, awkward ones that are far from fun to have. I've always thought that the biggest component to love is work. I believe that with this, any two people could love each other successfully if they continue to choose each other and put the work in. Though I still believe in this concept, I can also recognize that I am truly one of the luckiest people in the history of this entire planet. It is so easy to love you and to receive your love. It is a privilege that I will never, ever take for granted. I am also so proud of myself for getting to this point with you, for allowing myself to become fully vulnerable again, wholeheartedly, without bringing previous relationship baggage into what we share and have established. I get to be my entire goofy, over-the-top, soft, chill, quiet, yes, sometimes quiet self, and you embrace every layer more beautifully than I could have ever hoped for. Your love is softer than silk, and I'll cherish it always. You never cease to amaze me. You are seriously the most caring, insightful, empathetic, and thoughtful man I've ever met. It is an absolute honor to get to be your wife. I absolutely love lifing with you. You've opened my eyes to incredible food finds like red curry, because your girl couldn't get past green after branching out to yellow. To Popeye's chicken sandwiches and chocolate chip squares from the Donut Nook. For my side, it's a local, family-owned, and amazing donut shop here in town. Be sure to hit it up before you leave. You also ignited the bigger things, like meeting in the middle, compromising, carrying the weight, catering to each other, and being solid partners for one another. From our morning coffee routine to household chores, to moving and setting up our home together, to even planning this incredibly special day together. You are such a partner through and through, and I am so lucky to have you. Sorry. It was so fun and amazing getting to plan this day together. I felt myself falling even more in love with you and pleasantly surprised as I watch your excitement and enthusiasm grow after hearing some of my ideas. We built on them together, and they grew to be even better than I hoped for initially. It only makes me more excited for our life ahead. Thank you for indulging me when it comes to my married at first sight and love is blind obsessions. Thank you for always putting me first, for always considering my feelings, and for our random check-ins. Thank you for loving me, supporting me, spoiling me, and for all of the surprise gifts after coming home from a long shift, and for always having my back. Ronnie, I love you, and I love our love, and I promise to protect it at all costs. I promise to stay punny with you. I promise to always choose you and to continue to put the work in if ever necessary. I promise to keep our sparkle up. I swear I practiced. I did. The theater gal did it, okay? I promise to keep our spark and love alive and make sure to always date you. I promise to check in. I promise to breathe with you. I promise to push you in all of the good ways and encourage and uplift you throughout the days ahead. I promise to make you laugh, be your anchor, and give you all of the shushes and head scratches. I promise to honor you, speak proudly of you, tell you the truth with love. I promise to redate you and keep up with the man you'll grow into over and over again and love every variation. I will do my best to adapt and compliment you as we navigate through grief, job loss, or changes, and all of the other trials this life will put us through. From day one to forever, I love you more.
Ronnie and Crystal, please join hands. Ronnie, do you take Crystal to be your wife through all the challenges and opportunities that life may throw at you? Do you promise to be there when she needs you and commit to supporting her and growing together? Do you promise to always prioritize your marriage above all else?
I do.
Crystal, do you take Ronnie to be your husband through all the challenges and opportunities that life may throw at you? Do you promise to be there when he needs you and commit to supporting him and growing together? Do you promise to always prioritize your marriage above all else?
I do.
It is now time to exchange the rings. Ronnie and Crystal, sorry. Okay. The circle formed by each ring is a symbol of your love and eternal commitment to each other. May these rings remind you always of the vows you've made to each other each day in the company of your friends and family. Ronnie, you will go first. Please repeat after me as you place the ring on her finger. I, Ronnie, give you, Crystal, this ring as a symbol of my love, commitment, and the eternal vows we have made today to each other. With this ring, I choose you. Crystal, your turn. Please repeat after me as you place the ring on Ronnie's finger. I, Crystal, give you, Ronnie, this ring as a symbol of my love, commitment, and the eternal vows we have made today to each other. With this ring, I choose you. before the moment we've all been waiting for, Ronnie and Crystal, please turn and face your family and friends in the audience. Take a second to look at all of those beautiful faces smiling back at you. What an extremely rare moment it is to have all of your people in one place like this. Take a breath and take it in. Family and friends, each and every one of you are here because of the impact you have left on Ronnie and Crystal. Will you promise to love and support them as they grow? Sorry. Will you promise to love and support them as they grow in their lifetime of marriage together? If the answer is a resounding yes, please give me a we do on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
We do!
By the power vested in me by the state of California, I pronounce you, Ronnie and Crystal, as husband and wife. Ronnie, you may now kiss your bride.